So we had enough rest, but not enough food. So we're gonna get some really good stuff again. It's really quiet. It's 8:10, and the only noise you can hear is people talking at restaurants and coffee shops. And this is Concubine Lane at night. It's complete contrast to what we saw on the day. I think without the crowds and the shops and all that noise, you can really enjoy the architecture and walk in this lane which is like a century old. And this is where we are going to. So we are here to eat one of Ipoh's specialties, which is Tauge Ayam. Literally means beansprout chicken. Okay, so this is what we got, is steamed chicken. And I'm gonna take a piece. Really big pieces of chicken, look at that. Okay, with my rice. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of these bean sprouts. Look at that, really. Grab a whole lot. Dump it on my plate of rice. I'll pour some of that soy and sesame seasoning properly. Mix it in my rice. It's super crunchy. It's really crunchy and very juicy. I don't think it's just because it's fresh, but I also think that the size of the bean sprouts, it's bigger. You can just look at the size of the bean sprouts. The bean sprouts are cooked very lightly and they're drenched in this sesame seed oil kind of base, and it doesn't overpower the bean sprouts at all, because it's how crunchy and how big it is. The sheer size of it like overpowers the saltiness of the sesame oil. Now I'm going to try the chicken. I get one with the skin. So the sesame oil is just amazing. And the chicken is really tender and really flavorful. The skin is cooked really good. It doesn't feel chewy at all. It just melts. We'll try all this together. Get some spring onions in there as well. And the chili. You can see the chili is not as red, but you can see inside there's a lot of ginger and garlic in there. And it's definitely homemade. So I'm gonna take this and drench it on my chicken. And this is gonna be a good bite. Okay. It's so good. The vinegar, which is in the chili, you feel that first, and then you bite into the chicken, the juices are released, and the flavors just fills your mouth. It's damn good. You can see that the top layer of it is a different color as compared to the bottom layer, because this part of the meat has soaked in that seasoning really well, and that's why it has that juiciness of the chicken, yet that the flavor from that oil. I like having a lot of chili in my food, but I'm very conflicted when it comes to this, because the natural taste of the bean sprouts and the chicken is so good that I don't want to taint it with the chili. And here we have the fishball soup. We're gonna try the soup first. Oh. I wasn't expecting this. Usually, like fishball soup will come with a seafood or fish-based broth, but this has chicken broth in it, and it's so strong. It's really good. The spring onions and pepper give it a bit more, a bit of heat, a bit of fragrance to it. But the soup is just good. It's the fish balls. Usually fish balls have a very perfect spherical shape, but you see this one doesn't. It's very uneven, and that is a sign of handmade fish balls. It feels springy to touch, but when you bite it, it just cuts through. Guys, the bean sprouts will increase your appetite, and the soup does the same. So you guys gonna be eating a lot if you come here. And the food is already so good, and this appetite increasing quality of it is match made in heaven, man. We had a lot of food and we finished everything we had, but we're still really hungry because that's how appetizing it was. But we're gonna go and take a walk at Kinta Riverwalk, and there's a bazaar here as well, so we're gonna check that out. So we're done with Kinta Riverwalk, and as we were walking back to our hotel, we saw this Middle Eastern place and we wanted to check it out. Maybe get some food for supper. So we got the cheese sahawik and hummus with lamb. It's time to unwrap our food. There is a hummus with lamb, and this will be the cheese shahawik. It looks really creamy. We got some bread. He asked us whether we wanted small or big, so we chose big, but it looks really big. It's huge. It's so huge. Oh my god, it's so huge. And the bread, yeah, they see the sesame seeds all over it. I'm going to show you a comparison of how big the bread is. This is my phone, and this is the rest of the bread. That's how big it is. Entire piece. I know what hummus tastes like, but I have no idea what this is going to be. So I'm going to dip it and try this first. Spicy and sour, but sour and with a bitter undertone. And then the cheesiness hits last. It's like this a lot. Okay, I'm gonna grab and then the hummus. Small, creamy. Good shit. I'm gonna grab the lamb. Dip that a bit in the olive oil. Juicy lamb, nicely herbed. Simple but delicious. Good supper. Really good supper. So our random choice for supper happened to be really good and we're really happy. So we have come to the end of day 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope to see you on the next one. So till then, good vibrations from Food Vibrations.